Let us be real. It is not natural for a human mind, a child, to be struggling to understand mathematics. The true mathematics is the simplest language invented by humans. But what truly is mathematics? Most simply, true mathematics is a language of the mind. We are all born with the mathematics that humankind will ever create or manifest in response to the need to understand the nature, the universe. The 5 W's and H framework is a simple information gathering and problem-solving framework. This framework comprises 6 questions: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Let us apply this framework to explore the true mathematics. 100% mathematics is for every one of us. It is the only one-meaning, unambiguous language, despite its immense creative possibilities. In fact, as the only global language, who can afford to miss it? And last but not the least, it is the language of the artificial intelligence. As a system of communication, it makes a world of difference in learning mathematics, the moment we shun the abstractness of school mathematics. For instance, just 3 plus 7 is nothing until we quantify 3 and 7. Know what 3 and 7 represent. For example, 3 years plus 7 months is 43 months, very different sum. From 3.07 meter, that is the sum of 3 meter and 7 centimeter. Mathematics is largely two sets of knowledge: how to quantify specific features of things or situations, and how to express the interaction of such situations or things. Thus, it is mathematics that tells us how much is a kg of anything, and how many bags of 10 kilo each could be made out of 250 kilo of something. By the way, we would use division operation for this. It is the only means to capture and express order, pattern, or certain and repetitive input-output relations. What is mathematically expressed is definitive. The relationship of interest rate, principal amount, and tenure is mathematically expressed, and there is always clarity over interest amount earned. At another plane, the more certain our knowledge of biology, the more mathematized biology will be. Over this century, we expect sociology, psychology, democracy, etc., getting more mathematized. A mathematically well-educated person is better equipped for science and also a more ready thinking, routines, and rigor for substantive and logical connectedness of atoms of thought and knowledge. A mathematized thinking is a competitive advantage in general. For example, it cannot just be a coincidence that most acknowledged polymaths in the past few hundred years were mathematicians too. Mary Somerville, Ada Lovelace, and more women polymath were mathematicians too. Very interestingly, a public acknowledgement of competent mathematical knowledge is what polymath and philomath mean. Both words have math as part of the names, but do not mean mathematics. Polymath is the name for people who excel in multiple disciplines, and that may not even include mathematics. Benjamin Franklin, a foremost polymath, was not a mathematician. Quite similarly, philomath is not the name for those who love mathematics. Instead, it is the name for those who love to learn and study anything. Besides, the increasing softwarization of technology, that is, complementing miniaturization of hardware, is powered by increasing ability to logicalize more and more situations and conditions. Pertinently, extra attention to mathematics in computer engineering, for instance, is not because any of those volumes of calculus are directly needed. It is much more the easiest means of improving logical abilities. Relationships are best visualized, drawn as a chart, flow diagrams, tables, etc. It is true for mathematics too. Correct and complete mathematical expression of quantitative relationships is guaranteed in situations and conditions if vividly visualized. And what is so visualized is ready to be precisely verbalized, given sound language competence. Indeed, if one can 100% visualize and then duly verbalize that visualization, struggle in learning mathematics is out of question. To the point, 3 V's, visualize, verbalize, and virtualize, abstract, is what we need for every concept, method, and object in school curricula to be mastered by all, without exception. No child will ever be left behind if they can see quantitative relationships and have adequate language skills. And all adults will succeed in using mathematics for living and work. Thank you. With us, you will master all the mathematics you need. Be good to you, not just others.